So Halo is just AI now. Ooh, oh boy. Let's talk about it.
I know we have gone on the record to say that we were fine with the creation of robot strippers. Here's the thing.
Hell yeah, brother.
However, the
Yes,
news
sir.
that was breaking this past week about Halo implementing generative AI is incredibly concerning. You've already probably seen many of your creators react to this news.
Yes, I have.
And although we don't necessarily play Halo day in and day out, at one time, many of us here lived and breathed Halo. It was
This shit, Halo gave me sleep issues. This is the reason I'm a night owl. This is why I have insomnia, is because of Bungie in the golden era. Bro, I played that shit all fucking night, bro. And on weekdays, my parents would come in, I would turn off the fucking TV. I went out and bought a universal remote with some lunch money one time because my big old box TV didn't have a remote. So that way I could turn it off and hide under the covers when I heard when I heard my mom or dad's footsteps coming in, dude. I have some fucking sleep issues because of this fucking game.
my game,
And I'm
man.
happy I
Every
do.
day consisted of two
So it was
things.
great.
AFK
Oh,
farming
God.
and RuneScape and playing Halo multiplayer, man.
Nah, dude, it was just 100% Halo for me. I was not going to be playing RuneScape. Look at this game and then look at this. Come on, man. What are we
Revs
doing, dude?
Gaming, who is a trusted reporter in the Halo space, is who broke this news. So
Yeah.
a couple of questions I wanted to answer today.
Halo community went crazy. and honestly, they have a right to be.
Number one, are we to believe these headlines? Number two, what is the likelihood of Halo, or the next Halo game, becoming AI-infested slop?
Who owns Halo? Who owns Xbox? Come on, brother.
And number three, why the hell was this show ever greenlit? Let me
Someone's late to the party.
just say, I just recently watched the first episode of the Halo show.
I'm so
For whatever
sorry.
reason, it happened to be on Netflix. I said, hey, it can't be that bad.
Oh my. I'm sorry. I'm having flashbacks to that fucking show.
I watched it. Lord of mercy.
Oh,
What the hell
Jesus
happened?
Christ.
Now, as many of you probably already know, last year was already a major shift for the Halo franchise.
You know what the worst part about the Halo show is? Now that it's on Netflix, I'm having normies text me about this show, and they're like, "Bro, did you know your favorite video game growing up has a TV show? It's so good." And I'm just over here like, just shut the fuck up. Oh my fuck, I would never do that. I've never been like that. Never will. It's a joke, but
Following the
still.
poor reception of Halo Infinite, 343 was rebranded to Halo Studios.
Yeah.
Nothing like good old repackaging. Now, some
Oh,
have
yeah.
stated the reason
Clever.
for this name change was
It's because it's now ran by AI.
because the
No, I was
name
kidding.
343 was associated with the decline of Halo games. But
It's also one of the main villains in the game. Like, why would you? Whatever.
this wasn't just a name change. No longer would Halo be developed using the Slipspace
Ironic.
engine, which is essentially a heavily overhauled and updated version of the original Halo Blam engine.
Yep.
Instead, new Halo titles will now be created using Unreal. Halo's
So all the guys that are selling their fucking Xboxes because that shit's fucking pointless at this point, we get a really, really shitty launch because bro, what are the odds that the next Halo game that comes out on the PC with Unreal is not going to be optimized worth a fucking shit? I guarantee you there's going to be so many issues, man.
Studios would also be undertaking multiple new projects and researching future technology.
Just give me a fucking game dedicated to this right here. This is all I needed to see when they revealed the game. Holy fuck. Please. Oh, God.
For upcoming Halo games,
like,
with the program
close to
titled
that.
Project Foundry. How poetic. Emphasis on future technology. Well, it's just been over a year since this announcement. So the question is, what does Halo Studios have to show for this?
Yeah.
Well, this week, October the 24th through the 26th, is the Halo World Championship.
I swear to fucking God, if they drop that shit on the 24th when I'm on my fucking business trip, I'll either be in classes doing business shit or on a fucking flight home. I'm gonna have to fucking not look at the internet for a whole day. What the What the fuck?
Halo esports teams will
That shit's
battle to
impossible.
compete for glory and a grand prize of $1 million. But it also marks the end of an era. This is the last official Halo esports championship. Now, don't be alarmed. Halo esports isn't going away. There will be some sort of celebration of Halo's 25th anniversary next year, and sometimes beyond 2026, the official HCS will continue, most likely after the launch of Halo's newest game. Now, here's the thing. During the first day of the Halo World Championship at 1 p.m. Pacific, we are set to receive a Halo Studios
1 p.m. Oh man, bro. Fuck.
project update.
When I get home, I get home probably at like 9 p.m. that day. The first thing I do, I'm not even gonna go fucking I'm gonna hug my dogs. I'm gonna hug my fiance, and then I'm going straight to the fucking computer.
Now, there's been a plethora of speculation about what will be shown, everything from Halo 7 to Combat Evolved Remake.
It's gonna be CE. It's like the worst kept secret ever. It's CE. We're gonna see, we've already seen glimpses of it, right? We're gonna probably see just a little teaser trailer, I'd imagine, kind of on par with what we had with Halo Infinite, and then that whole scenario threw everybody into a frenzy. Actually, no. It wasn't the teaser that did. It was when we actually got a look at gameplay, which I would expect to see some gameplay, because they already teased out the aesthetic and stuff like that. They need to show us a little bit of something. Me personally, I would be happy with like understanding what platforms it's going to be on, because in my opinion, this probably needs to be on PlayStation 5. It needs to be on as many platforms as possible, because we need to have as many players playing Halo in general if we want to revive. Like, that's the biggest issue. You need to implement the social aspect of Halo back into Halo, and that means you need to be utilizing in-game comment, like people talking to each other. You need to have people making friends playing Halo again. You need to have cross-plat, performance and all that kind of shit. You need to be able to play with PlayStation users if that's going to be a thing. And yeah, it's see all the different biomes, see a little bit of teasers of what they're adding to the story and the campaign. Do y'all think this is, if it is a CE remake, are we going to get just the story, do you think? Or do you think we're going to get some kind of multiplayer aspect? Because I think we're going to get some kind of multiplayer aspect. And I've been hearing rumors that they're double down in on some kind of Fortnite bullshit. And bro, fuck, I don't even know.
And even a dedicated Halo multiplayer game.
I don't know how I feel about it.
It's possible all three of these projects are currently being developed. However, based on a tweet from Halo's community manager, it's highly likely that only one of these will be revealed on the 24th. I guess the question is, which one? In my opinion, I think it's very likely that Halo CE Remake will be revealed at the Halo World Championship. Looking back at the...
If it's not CE, I will be fucking ecstatic, because then we'll have a glimpse at CE, obviously, with the concept art, and also the new project. That would be fucking awesome. That would be amazing. I don't think it's realistic to see more than another project. If anything, if we see like a project we haven't seen and they don't go if we're seeing 2 projects revealed, including CE, you're not gonna see anything but like concept art like we did with the Unreal Engine, right?
New Dawn announcement last year, assets from these 3 environments could all be utilized to flesh out Installation 4. I mean, come on. The Pacific Northwest, the Cold Lands, and the Blind Lands. Halo Studios is blatantly laying the groundwork for Halo CE. And frankly, if you were to restructure an entire studio, rebrand it, and begin working on a totally new slate of projects, what would you rather ship first? A remake of an older game, or your next flagship title?
They really should flesh it out. Like if they're doing C, they need to flesh it out as much as possible, in my opinion. Like, that campaign needs to be fucking long, bro. I'm talking like Master Chief's perspective, like the fucking Halo, what was it, Halo Reach, when you understand Master Chief gets kidnapped and all that kind of stuff. Like, dude, that would be fucking dope. Like, being in training with, all his buddies, bro. That'd be so cool. And seeing like the fall of Reach from his perspective. Oh my fucking God, talk about cinema. Meeting Cortana for the first time. Oh, it'd be amazing.
rebrand was heavily marketed as a return to the roots of Halo. And look, I could be completely wrong, but I have a feeling this means literally going back to the franchise's roots. Also, the playoff team microtransaction bundles includes the original 2001 Needler model. So yeah, I would be very surprised if the Halo CE remake wasn't the project announced this week. Now, according to the leaked information, Halo Studios isn't making this on their own though. Virtuous, the same company responsible for the Oblivion remake, has been contracted to co-develop the CE remake. Now, similar to the Oblivion remake and the Halo CE remaster in years prior, the Halo CE remake will run on a hybrid engine, combining both Blam and Unreal Engine 5. Now, you may be wondering, what's the point of swapping engines in the first place if you're just going to go back to the original? The explanation
to have people that understand the engine in the first place, because it's universally understood by most developers. That's the reason, to have actually a workforce that understands how to fucking work on the project without just, you know, hiring them and teaching them. And then by the time, because usually it's subcontractor work, by the time their fucking subcontract is done for that 6 months or year, whatever it is, there's a certain maximum limitation on that kind of work, how long they can work for your company. They usually fucking are up to speed by the time they're fucking leaving the company. It's just like, that's not efficient at all. And honestly, I'm not surprised about the whole AI situation too. Like Microsoft, the people are gonna be like, oh, this is gonna be the future for the next 5 years, 10 years, or whatever it might be. No. You don't understand. This is the fucking future from going here on out. They're gonna utilize AI more and more and more. It's gonna get better and better and better. And human creativity, artists, and all that kind of shit is going out the fucking window. You don't understand. You want to think of some of the biggest companies in the world. Microsoft is one of them.
Is rather straightforward. By keeping parts of the Blam engine, the original physics and game feel are preserved, but the graphics are updated using Unreal. Granted, this is a very oversimplified explanation, but interesting nonetheless, and actually makes me wonder if we could do it here at Bungie in their Tiger engine. But that's for another day. Now, since this isn't just a remaster, we should expect more changes than just graphics. It'll most likely have sprint and other modern features, but no multiplayer outside of the campaign.
I'm fine with that if they add to the campaign. Like if they add solid, like if they add I'd say 50% of CE, if they add to it, maybe that's too much. Maybe I'm being too ambitious, but I really think they need to add to it. And a lot of people, I know the Halo community is very, very sensitive because we love Halo so much. Like there's this huge debate of, oh, sprint's good. You know, I loved Reach. I love Halo 3. You know what I mean? But I do think expanding upon the actual lore, you know, the actual story, and they don't even need to expand the lore. They just need to tell us the lore that's in the fucking books already, because a lot of the fucking Halo books are fucking phenomenal, bro. They're so fucking good. Some of them, you know, recently not so much, but the old ones, dude, fucking peak.
That, we don't have much else to go off of. We'll just have to wait and see how many creative liberties Halo Studios has taken with their rendition of the original title.
And also back to the book thing, it's already kind of well established. You know what I mean? Because there's been issues like with, for instance, Halo Reach. They kind of try to take that book and they had to change some things to the story because it just the book and the game really don't add up correctly. The lore is already established so well that you can figure out what to go with. It's just they're not going to go back and like rewrite new books for that time period because it's just there's so much literature already.
Many people here are going to say, but Cross, what about Halo 7? Maybe. I just don't think it's likely, guys. We may get a teaser, but given the recent rebranding, the 2023 layoffs, which by the way directly hit the campaign and narrative teams, I'm personally not holding my breath. Now, what
best case scenario, in my opinion, you might not agree with me. That's fine. Comment down below if you don't. I think they should carry out the remakes and expand the lore, you know, put the stuff that's in the books that me and the other people that have read the books that love so much and put that into the game. So the people that complain about, I don't want to fucking read about the story, I want to play the story because that's how we fell in love with Halo is from the fucking game. Makes fucking sense to me. Put that in the game. And then I would say, I think there's a remake already being done where they kind of are changing the lore. And it's very interesting to me, the way they've done it in its Final Fantasy VII Remake. They have expanded the lore in a very intriguing way. So it's not just a normal remake. And the reason I'm saying this is because I think it would be a very interesting way if they could go and remake Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, adding all that shit in there, right? And somehow having some kind of twist where you don't have Cortana and Chief leaving each other, because I think if you can fix that situation from Halo 4, the soul of Halo can be there for the future projects. I just think the tandem between Chief and Cortana being separate, it completely fucked up the whole story. It really did. And also the Covenant, it just big bad, and it's just, bro. I'm all down. I'm so down for a recon, but at the same time, a retcon. I'm saying this, trusting or hoping that the same people that made Halo 5 and Halo Infinite are going to be able to make a better story. And I don't think I just, there's no indication that that's possible.
What's much more likely is the announcement of a new Halo multiplayer game sometime in the next year. Rebs Gaming and Halo Leaks both corroborated information that a Halo multiplayer is currently in the works at Halo Studios.
Give us a BR. I said this during Infinite. Give us a fucking BR. Give us a motherfucking BR. Give us like a... So Call of Duty, I know. Everyone hates Call of Duty right now. And there's right that, you know, I don't want to see fucking... I don't want to see Beavis and Butthead on Valhalla. I don't want to see that, right? I think the model of having a multiplayer game in the base in the base game, and then having a separate BR is fucking genius. That's free to play, right? It's just the microtransactions are in the BR that's free to play to obviously uphold that service, right? To be the foundation for the servers and, you know, the maintenance and I guess the AI fees, you know, they're using to develop the games now. They can't go back into the matchmaking. They can't, because you just, I think if you pay for the base game like we did back in the day and have the campaign, the matchmaking, maybe a firefight mode and the theater mode and just the bones, you know, like in Halo Reach and Halo 3, right? You pay full price for that game, and then you have a BR that's separate, that's free to play, and the leveling up does not correlate at all. Like it's its own separate game, but it is also a funnel into, you know, new players wanting to buy the actual base game, the actual paid for full price game. I just think that business model's smarter. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like Microsoft wouldn't do that. They're too fucking money hungry. They're probably just gonna fucking go for transactions out of the vast, because I think Halo Infinite was actually pretty successful considering the population of players they had in the microtransactions they were fucking selling. Y'all motherfuckers were buying them bitches all fucking day. I said, bro, everyone was saying not to, but y'all kept on fucking buying that shit.
Now, this would be a standalone live service multiplayer game. Now, the launch dates of Halo multiplayer and the Infinite campaign were already disconnected back in 2021. So to be quite honest, guys, I don't really see a reason why you couldn't just make multiplayer an entirely separate game. Now, listen, Halo fans, I hope you
could just make it the MCC. I think MCC eventually is going to get a little bit too big and bloated. But I do think they already have a platform like the MCC that they could transition into what he's saying.
Get everything you want. Truly, I want all of these projects to come to fruition, but
me too.
The reality is a bit more bleak. Reports in July suggested that morale at the studio had been very low. Microsoft,
no shit, you're implementing AI like crazy. Microsoft is probably one of the probably implementing AI more than any other company in their developers, you know what I mean, utilizing it with their developers. And they also have the huge layoffs. So yeah, morale's probably fucking shit right now. Even if you're cooking up something that's fucking phenomenal, job security's fucking lower than it's ever been.
had laid off 9,000 employees, which of course impacted Halo Studios.
Exactly.
One of the development projects mentioned earlier was also in crisis.
Which is crazy. If you think of Xbox in general, Halo is your fucking golden goose. You live or die with Halo succeeding. You need Halo to be fucking king of the FPS genre. You need Halo to be top 3 games in the gaming sphere in general. And it hasn't been that since Halo 3. Halo Reach was fucking phenomenal. It was a fucking amazing game. I fucking love that game. But it was the back door. They were leaving. That was the goodbye, the send off. And ever since then,
And if that
It hasn't
wasn't
been the
bad
same.
enough, leadership more recently at Halo Studios has been leaving. Last month, Chief of Staff
Honestly, I don't know if everyone's good at the studio or not, but the past performance that we got, and it's weird to judge too, because leadership has changed so much throughout the process. The whole the reason they changed their name, a good reason, is because that studio isn't the same studio that took on the project initially. It's changed drastically. So I can't judge Halo Studios off of Halo Infinite just because of that reason, but I understand why people might be like, fuck them, I don't give a damn, they gave us a shit product. And Halo Infinite wasn't a shit product. It was the it was the way they let the game out. We just wasn't enough content at day one, and no one wanted to. People got fucking bored.
Melissa Boone quietly left Halo Studios, and a few weeks ago, Glenn is.
I'm not surprised about that. She got a lot of fucking hate. I think they need to be a little bit more strategical with the advertising of this game, especially when you're showing developers, not just for like saving face and trying to not get killed by the mob, but also to protect your own employees. Like, whose fucking decision was it to put her in there? Like, she's got colorful hair, you know what I mean? It's just, what do y'all expect to happen? They're not looking out for it at all.
For Halo Studios resigned after working on Halo for 17 years.
That's crazy.
Glenn's LinkedIn post announcing his resignation was also extremely cryptic, reading, "As of today, and after 17 long years, I'm officially no longer contributing to the Halo universe." There's a little more I can say for the moment, though I intend to share this particular story in its entirety when it is absolutely safe to
Jesus Christ.
do so next year. In the meantime, I have a message for anyone and everyone who needs to hear it. I know that the state of our industry seems dire, but never forget, you are free to choose. No illusion of security, nor promise of wealth or fame or power is worth trading away your health, your dignity, your ethics, or values. And no one can force you to. Stay strong, take evidence when necessary, and find where you belong. As always, I'll be here if you need to talk. Now, let me just say, guys, that's like the last thing you want someone to say when they're exiting your company. That's code for shit's bad. Granted, we can't talk about how bad it is, but the leading theory right now that's making headlines could be a personal quarrel with leadership regarding the increased use of AI in game development. As we mentioned earlier, rumors have been circulating that generative AI has been implemented into all facets of game development inside of Halo Studios. Now, I need to be very clear on this.
What the fuck does that even mean? All facets? Like, what? Like, that doesn't even fucking make sense, bro. And this is a game that was supposed to be being developed for a fucking long time. AI has relatively been, it's new, you know what I mean?
Rebs Gaming has made it abundantly clear that he is currently investigating how AI is being implemented, so nothing is truly confirmed. However, I would like to offer the counterpoint that we've already seen a similar story play out with another Microsoft-owned studio, King. Yeah, those guys, the makers of Candy Crush. Originally under Activision, but again, that's now under Microsoft. These guys were tasked to implement AI into their workflows, and many of those developers were soon replaced by the AI tools they helped create. Now,
wait, they're still like developing candy. Wait, what the fuck? Are you? I knew this game made a shit ton of money, but like, you got moms out here getting excited for the new fucking Candy Crush update? Like, what?
This comes as no surprise, especially considering the massive circle jerk happening in the AI space right now. In 2023, Microsoft invested $10 billion into OpenAI to power Microsoft Azure, their intelligent cloud service, which now generates almost half the company's total revenue. Another $33 billion was invested in Nebuous for third-party data centers and access to a whopping 100,000 NVIDIA chips. And that's just scratching the surface here, guys. Microsoft has also partnered with NVIDIA and BlackRock in a $40 billion deal to acquire AI-aligned data centers. Microsoft also plans to spend $10 billion on CoreWeave, another AI cloud computing platform. There is so much money in hardware and software being thrown around between NVIDIA, OpenAI, Oracle, Microsoft, Nebuous, CoreWeave, Intel, AMD. Guys, the list goes on and on. Does anybody remember when NVIDIA used to be a gaming company? Man, that's practically an afterthought now.
I think like when they started farming, I knew something was on the horizon once they started farming fucking crypto with GPUs. I was just like, why are we doing this? Why is it so expensive to like, why is it so hard to get a fucking Jeep? It's just, and ever since then, for me at least, it's just been fucking bleak.
We're dealing with this amount of money on this scale. Everything is pushed in the direction of that money. It's why you see NVIDIA GPUs heavily relying on frame gen to increase performance. I don't think it's a stretch to believe that Microsoft is going to be taking a similar approach in their gaming sector, forcing overarching corporate policies upon their subsidiaries, even at the cost of real jobs. Xbox had its most profitable year yet, but still laid off a significant portion of its labor under its umbrella. Even Glenn Shulka, a former COD director, very recently expressed his fears regarding the COD franchise. Quote, I worry about it immensely. I really do, because what's happening to Gears of War? Where's Halo? You know what I mean? Unfortunately, once you're assimilated by one of these companies, I think you take on some of their traits. I'll give you one selfish example. I hate doing this, but since I left Sledgehammer, none of the games have been very good. I mean,
based.
I mean, the last one, 2023's Modern Warfare 3, was at 50. For a director to speak out so boldly and cast a franchise he used to direct in a negative light, that doesn't happen too often. It speaks to the current state of the industry that all of these developers, once free of legal risk, will be willing to air out their dirty laundry and pull back the curtain on why modern AAA gaming just isn't in a good spot.
Just leak it. Just fucking leak it. Leak it to Rebs. Leak it to somebody. Like what are we even talking about? Like, just fucking leak it. Like, just, the fuck?
Now, since Rev's initial reports, there's been pushback on this narrative that generative AI is being used in Halo games. In a tweet from Jez, one of the executive editors at Windows Central, Halo is not using generative AI in its game dev, art assets, etc. For its next game, Microsoft has no mandate on studios to use generative AI for games.
Okay.
I'm sure it's being used for emails and shit like that, but they are not making a Gen AI game here. In the case of
I don't even think using it for like emails is fucking bad by any means. Like, it's like, who gives a fuck if you, okay, whatever. I think the issue is the overall industry as a whole and jobs as a whole. And my mind goes straight to coding because people have been utilizing AI to code for quite a while now, and it's just gonna get better and better and better. I think that's where the issue is. I think artists, to be frankly, I think artists are gonna have job security for a while, because AI, it's just not perfect. And there's like, you could use AI, but then you need to go over it with a fine tooth and comb, like with a human. It's I don't know how, like, if you're doing stuff on mass, maybe it's, or on on mass, it might be efficient, but like developing just one game, I don't know, man.
Glenn Israel, he wrote some follow-up posts diving into depth on employment rights in the state of Washington, suggesting that perhaps his leaving the company had nothing to do with AI, but rather a bad experience with HR and or leadership at Halo Studios. However, Rebs has further pushed back on this narrative, citing an old job posting for a senior AI engineer at 343 just before the swap to Halo Studios. Listed in the role's responsibilities is design and implement scalable and efficient solutions that leverage generative AI and ML augment in-game experiences to improve how we make games. So again, while not confirmed, I think it is incredibly likely that Halo Studios could be using generative AI for game development. I do want to mention this is all speculation though. We'll see how it all shakes out. But considering what happened,
honestly, some of the skins, some of the armor that they fucking use, like made with 343, that shit looked like it was made by AI. Like, so, bro, I miss like the old Bungie day, because the armor back then was so fucking dope. Like, every single fucking armor piece was fucking dope. Like, some of the shit in Halo 4 and 5 and Infinite, that shit just looks fucking stupid. I'm sorry. Like, why can't you just, instead of making some fucking dog shit armor for a Spartan, make fucking brutes or grunts or hunters or elites fucking playable and do some dope shit with that? Like, why y'all just, it's just, come on. Like, some of this shit is fucking retarded looking.
Then with King here recently, a studio that created AI tools that ended up replacing its developers. I'm still gonna say it, guys, I don't necessarily feel comfortable asserting that AI tools will never enter Halo Studios, even if Microsoft isn't pushing it now, and even if it's not generative.
We're gonna get to a point where AI is just by far better than an artist. One day, I must say it. Like, AI is going to progress. Like, didn't like Trump sign like a 10-year no limitation shit on it? AI is gonna be fucking phenomenal one day. It is. Like, I'm already listening to fucking music just generated by AI. That gives me chills. It's fucking eerie. And that's just mute. It's just, we need to have serious talks about some kind of universal income, but like not fucking next week, not in a year, like now. Like, this shit's gonna happen fucking quick, boys.
We must ask ourselves, is this Microsoft simply saying this is just the tip before they plunge into all of us? No,
What?
no, that's a bit doom posty here.
Oh,
but
okay.
hey, man, just ask yourself, what do you think the world's gonna look like?
I think it's being realistic, brother. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know it doesn't sound, it's not fun to think about because there's not a lot of solutions. But like, if you want to be fucking real with yourselves and realistic with yourself, this shit, like, fucking 5 years ago, I didn't even fucking know AI. Like, I thought that was shit was science fiction, and now it's tomorrow. It's now.
5 years from now. Hell, I'll even cut it down to 2 years from now. Things are changing, and they're changing fast. At the same time, it takes one AI goth mommy to come out, and every gamer alive will fold. Hot damn, we're weak. Hell, I literally watched...
To be fair, at least we're not reading Mommy Milking Farms or whatever the fuck that shit was called. Like, I thought guys had some weird issues, bro. And there are some dudes with some weird issues. I ain't gonna lie. I know some, quite a few of them motherfuckers. But it's not just dudes, man. These chicks are tripping.
stormtroopers mess around for hours. And it blew my mind that this was AI. This is the future that major corporations are really trying to invest in. From the rumors here with Microsoft and the amount of money they're investing in it, to the databases that are being built all around.
One day we'll live in an age where I can just type a fucking prompt, be like, can you create Halo 4 in my vision? Boom, I'll be able to play it. Like that. I'm sorry, but that sounds fucking dope. Like, oh, that's not ethical. Y'all don't realize where things are going. Like, you think it's fucking bad now. It's just fucking waste.
Country.
Y'all don't know shit.
Even EA talking about artificial intelligence
get a
and
lot
the
worse.
ability to generate content on the go. And now, lo and behold, they're going to be taken private. Fellas, it's all around us. Now, whether or not this is going to make a better or worse product for Halo, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, the real question is,
I think long term, if Halo can stay alive, it'll benefit Halo. I really do. Short term, I could easily see them, having some kind of BR free to play game where they pump out, some fucking microtransaction skins that are all developed by AI. Having no real fucking human artist in there. Maybe they're just tweaking it a little bit, so it doesn't glitch out and make it look a little better. Whatever it might be, create a little bit, I don't know. But yeah, I could see them doing that short term. I think that would be a fucking terrible look for them. But, I mean, people were buying the motherfucking microtransactions in Halo Infinite. So, I mean, everyone said vote with their wallet, and y'all, a lot of y'all motherfuckers folded.
how is this going to affect strippers? Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching.
That's the real fucking, bro. That's the real issue. Come on now. Let's think about it. The strippers, dude, I've seen some fucking eerie shit with like these robots, and dudes are over there at like some fucking AI con, and they're like doing a little play test, and they're over there, telling them to make a sandwich and fucking giving the AI robot a kiss on the chick. That shit is fucking weird, man. Talk about a dystopia.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.
Ooh. This was a really good video. Really good video, man. Shout out to, I've never watched one of his videos before. This was really good. What's his name? Aztecross. I've been on fucking YouTube for a very, very long time. I've never heard of him. How many subs does he have? I don't have my glasses on right now. 985. Dude, go over to his channel if you're not subbed. Go give this guy a sub. He's so close to 1 million. That's fucking dope, man. That's so cool. I was here before he hit 1 mil. That's awesome. Go give his video a like. Phenomenal video. Great breakdown. Very funny. Unfortunately, he had to watch the Halo show. I wish he would have just ignored that shit, because it to this day depresses the fuck out of me, man. It doesn't help now that it's on Netflix and everybody's fucking just, They see it and they're like, oh, it's so good, Trey. Oh, I understand why you like that game so much. Now it's like, no, you don't. You know nothing. But yeah, let's read the comment section real quick. RuneScape mention, I think that's a record. Yeah, I know I played RuneScape for a little bit, but like I could never get into it. I was playing way too many fucking games of Halo and college. I was dedicated. Generative AI in Unreal Engine 5, Halo Studios is creating Gigaslop. Yeah. Will those tools be available to the community? Because I feel like at this point, like Halo Infinite has been kept alive by the community. Like I see these fan-made games and I'm just like, this is fucking phenomenal. Like if they're going to utilize AI, they need to be able to the community needs to be to utilize it too, especially like Forge and, you know, create their own campaign and all that kind of shit, dude. They really need to. I will never call 343 by their other name, so long as those making up the studio are the same. They will always be the same ones who took one of the greatest IPs in gaming history and ran it into the dirt, and they deserve to be remembered for that first and foremost. True, brother. True. Yeah, true. Yeah, a lot of people don't like 343 or Halo Studios. We'll see what they're cooking up. They're cooking up all these projects. It is kind of scaring me a little bit because the last time I heard of like having a bunch of projects cooked up, it was a bunch of live services at PlayStation, and the first one that came out was Concord. So at least they already have a nice IP to work with, I guess. I guess that's the bright side. But yeah, let's hope it's not like that situation. But yeah, man, comment down below your thoughts on this whole situation. I can't wait for the reveal. I'm not going to be able to fucking react to this shit right when it comes out, which is fine. But dude, I can't wait to get home. I'm like, I don't even want to go. Like, I know it's gonna be a fun trip and everything, but I like being I like being home. I'm a homebody, man. I don't know how that happened. I was a fucking troublemaker back in the day, but like I like being home now, and I'm not even looking forward to this trip, even though it's gonna be great. But I want to be here to fucking watch Halo, but whatever. It is what it is. And yeah, maybe if I can do a video at the hotel or something, I will. But hit the sub button, man. My name is Trizashi. Let's hit 10K. Like the video, help push it out to more people that love Halo, or at least the golden age of Halo. And you know, maybe you smoking a little copium like I am right now. I'm a little hopeful. I hope they prove my doubts wrong. And yeah, man, comment down below. I'm curious to hear what y'all have to say. And I think that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Deuces.